Man, what's going on, folks? I'm standing here in front of Frank, or Frankenstein as you would call it. I call it my 1990 Kenworth K100E Aerodyne. And I've got some products that I'm going to add to the truck today that Jeremy at Four States was so gracious to send me. When Rob was here last weekend, he talked about me to Jeremy, and you know, he was just tickled pink to be able to work with me and be able to add some parts to this truck and my truck, and maybe the trailer too someday. On the show, on the Chad Tegan YouTube channel show. I got on their website, and Jeremy, you know, we talked about some things, and I said I'll get a few things just to add on for now. So I've got one product I'm going to show you, and I'm actually going to do an installation review on it. He sent me this within like 2 days. It was here, me talking to him and adding it. So let me get this box open real quick and I'll pull this out. These are some vent covers for those right there. I thought earlier that would be a good add-on for these, and they come in a 2-pack from United Pacific. There is different sizes, so what I did was I got up there with a tape measure. I measured the side and I measured the length and the width. That way I knew that I was getting the product that I needed. Now these things come with double-sided sticky tape on the back. Let me get this package open real quick, because I got lotion on my hands since I've been working day and night on this TranStar over here, which I'm not going to show because there's some things on here that aren't going to be shown. But these come with double-sided sticky tape on the back, so it's always smart to clean those up. And since I've got flake in my truck, I'm going to get up there on the ladder here in a few minutes when I get ready to install them and just scuff them up with a Scotch-Brite pad, a red Scotch-Brite pad, then wipe them down. Okay, this is in plastic also. Let me get this one open. So this is what they look like when they come out of the package right here, as you can see, and there's a double-sided sticky tape. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go rough up these two sections on that really quick, and then I'm gonna install them. But let's walk around the other side really quick. Well, I'll just wait, I'll do this first. That way I can just get it done and you can see what I'm talking about. And I will move the camera closer. That way you can be up there with a bird's eye view so you can see exactly what I'm doing, because I want these things to stay on for a while. And now for some odd reason, if they come off, what I'd probably do is throw some RTV or adhesive behind there. That way they stay on better. And we don't have to worry about them coming off, because you know the roads are rough and sometimes you get beat up by having an air ride cab. This thing doesn't ride too bad. So basically, I'm just gonna take this right here and I'm going to, you can obviously see I did the other side already. I'm just gonna scuff these up right here because that flake kind of pokes out a little bit. So since I want these to stay on, I want this as smooth as possible. Now, anybody else wouldn't have to do this, but I'm doing this because I have flake on there and I want this to stay and I want this to somewhat be smooth. So I don't have any issues with it running down the road and coming off. Okay, now that is as smooth as it's probably gonna get, but I could do this for, you know, a while. And you can obviously see it's pulling some of the clear off too. Now these things are a pretty nice and snug fit, so you're not gonna have to worry about them being sloppy or loose at all. This might move a little bit just because that's how they are. Other than that, These go on very snug and tight, so I'm not necessarily worried about them just flinging off down the road. But if one does, it's part of the game and being trucking. I've seen a lot of things come off. Lug nut covers, the center caps. I've even seen people lose their little whole section that they put on their trucks. But before I peel off the double-sided sticky tape here, I will put it on just to see how it fits. Okay, that one's gonna fit good. So yeah, even with the double-sided sticky tape still on there, these grab a hold of here very well, and if you've got some lips or something like that, they might not go on as well. The one I have at the top over there, the bottom isn't in all the way, even though I tried to hit it. But I do believe this is industrial sticky-sided tape, so it's pretty rock solid. So yeah, just slide that baby over there, press it back, and kind of give it a little push there, and just kind of let that stuff suck in down each side. And I'm gonna have a bunch of prints on here because I did just put lotion on my hands because my knuckles and stuff are super dry from sanding, wearing rubber gloves, working with chemicals constantly, you know, things of that nature. So let's wipe this down really quick, and then we'll give it a little bit of a tug to make sure it is on there tight. And yeah, I don't think that thing's coming off. You can see the whole panel flex a little bit there. And if anything, this whole vent would pop out before this cover is going to come off. So I highly recommend, you know, checking them out and seeing if this is something that you would like to add to your truck, because why not? Give it a little bit of sex appeal, if you will. Let's go up there and do that one really quick. Frankenstein. I'm just doing this because I never really wet sanded this truck out all the way. I did a little bit, but I didn't want to take too much of the shine out of it when I was doing it. And I've never like waxed this with a buffer, so it's just one of those things that there's a little bit of orange peel, and you know where the flake is, it does stick up at the top, because I really didn't care. I wanted it to be, you know, I wanted people to see what it would look like after you done it. That way, if somebody wanted to do this to their truck, they could. You know, just knowing that these are the kind of things that happen when you're an amateur and you do things. So it's what it is, though. Yeah, that's smooth enough. So I'll do the same thing with this one. I'll check the fitting to make sure it goes on smooth and straight, so it doesn't stick out at any of the spots before I actually put it on. And that one looks like it'll be pretty good too. Well, maybe might need to bunker down a little bit at the bottom, but the other one is just like that too. Yeah, and that's just going on there pretty good. So let's peel this double-sided sticky tape off also. Comes off extremely easy, not that hard at all. Bada bling, bada bloom. And then we'll get it on there. This one's a little bit more challenging because it's up a little bit higher to push on all the way and hold it down, because I am on a ladder and I don't want to fall. So I'll just easily work each side down, pressing in for a few seconds to get that where I want it to go. Okay, it popped out at the top here. So I'll just tap it back like that, which it'll be fine because I don't think anything's gonna happen to it. I believe that stuff is peeled on enough. And there was some at the top of the corner there that was a little bit went into the groove, which you could trim that off if you wanted to. I'm not too picky, we all know that, obviously, by the way my truck looks. So yeah, that's not coming off though. That vent would open, you know, see that vent's opening before this thing's even moving off there, peeling off at all, and the whole truck's moving. So that is that. So you got a before and after what it looked like just from seeing it, and now you know what it'll look like before and after you install these. Plus, I'll throw up some pictures. I did do some before and after pictures just so I could send to Jeremy so he could use that possibly if he wanted to in a catalog or something, and maybe one of their videos that they're doing. So that's what I'm talking about. Big shouts to Jeremy at 4 States and the whole crew over there for sending me these, having these in stock and ready to go. And I didn't have to wait no longer than 2 days, and I'm going to cut that part out because you don't need to see that, but I didn't have to wait no longer than 2 days for those to come. They were here super quick. So let's walk around the other side real fast. And this thing is super dusty. It's been getting super dusty from everything that I've done in here, and you know, it's getting there though. So yeah, that's what the other side looks like there with them on. And they just pop. That's something that I'd been wanting to get for the truck. I just hadn't got any yet. So that's what's up. Big shouts to 4 States for sending me those. I will throw up my discount code. So if you're in the business and you're looking to sex up your truck, if you will, check out 4 States website and give them a call and tell them Chad Keegan sent you. Because I have gotten a ton of things from 4 States for this truck. Not only this truck, but my blue truck too. My K100C model. This is an E model, and they have all kinds of stuff. They have dash valves. I think I got those. I got the stacks from them. The brackets, the elbows for this. Let's see, what else did I get from them? I got the stacks from them for the blue truck. I got, geez, I know there's other things too. I did get a dash valve from them. I mean, there's probably a list of stuff. Chrome lug nut covers, I've gotten tons of those from those guys. So if you're in the mood for a cabover, they have cabover stuff from all the manufacturers that you can do. They have complete sections, so just put your model in, your make, your model, and see what they got for you. Make sure you tell them Chad Keegan sent you, and until then, you know what we say, we will see ya.